Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Anthony. Today, I want to talk to you about one of the biggest mistakes, one of the biggest detriments to a healthy and happy home that I see women and mothers making. Let's go. If you don't know me, my name is Anthony Blankenship, author of the award-winning book, First Generation Father, How to Build a Healthy and Happy Home When You Come from a Broken One. My entire goal is to help people who come from broken homes build a healthy and happy home for themselves. It's hard enough to establish a healthy and happy home, regardless of what type of background you come from. But when you come from trauma and toxicity and pain and poverty and single parent homes and all of those things that plague so many families, raising a healthy and happy home without seeing how it's done can feel almost impossible. So I talk a lot in the book about what fathers can do, but I also talk about a big mistake that mothers make. And that's what I want to talk about today. So what is this one huge mistake, this one huge error that I see so many mothers and women doing that sabotages the health and happiness of their home? As counterintuitive as it may sound, the problem is they lose themselves in the role of mother and in the role of wife. What do I mean by that? I mean, they give away all of themselves, which society makes it sound like that's what you should do. In order to be a good mother, in order to be a good wife, you should totally lose yourself in these roles. You should take every dream, hope, aspiration that you had deep within yourself for your personal accomplishment. You should take those things and forego them for the sake of your family. Yeah, you had dreams of starting a business, going back to school, getting in shape, working out, joining a club, doing all these things. But there's no time. Because you have to keep the house in order. You have to keep the relationship going. You have to get your kids. You have to check the 45 emails that you get from school per day. You have to do pickup line. You have to work. You have to do all these things. Sarah and I have a term. We call it a martyr. You martyr yourself. You give yourself up for the family because that's what responsible parents do, right? No. What I'm telling you is doing that, losing yourself, losing every single bit of yourself into those roles, it actually sabotages the health and happiness of your family because what you end up doing over time, you end up becoming resentful of the very people who you were trying to help. You end up becoming resentful of the people who you're supposed to love. You become resentful of your relationship. You become resentful of your kids. So many women put off their dreams and goals and say, oh, maybe when the kids graduate high school. The kid's 5 years old. If you take that mindset, by the time the kid graduates high school, you've lost yourself so deep into the needs of everyone else, the needs of the world and your job in these roles, you're lost. You don't know who you are and what you want to do and who you want to be and who you want to pursue. That's why so many people, once their kids are grown and out of the house, the two parents look at each other and they're like, I don't even know you, let alone know if I like you, because they've lost their true selves along the way. Sarah and I have been married for over 20 years. We've gone through a lot of seasons together. We've gone through losing ourselves season. We've gone through getting it back season. What I'm trying to do is help you avoid the pain of losing yourself and maintain yourself throughout the whole process. If you know me and you follow me, you know my wife is a very successful muralist. For the last 5 years, she's had her own business. It's doing incredibly well, and we're super proud of her. But when she initially had the idea for it, she was faced with all the doubt, all the mom guilt. It's going to take so much time. It's going to take so much effort. The kids were young. Our daughter was 6. Our son was 8. How could she balance pursuing her life's calling with being a mother, being a spouse? How could she do it? My reaction was, we'll find a way. To me, it was just as important that she chase her dreams as it was that she be a good mother and be a good wife. They're not separate. They're not mutually exclusive. Everything connects. They all go together. Because I understand, one, she's not going to be happy in our relationship if she sees me as something that keeps her from doing her life's calling. How could she? How could she feel fulfilled in a relationship where something that's deep down in her gut, something that is her life's purpose, I'm an obstacle to her achieving that? How could she feel whole and self-actualized in our relationship? She can't. And even more importantly, my daughter is watching. My son is watching. I want my daughter to see, don't fall into these roles so deeply that you lose yourself. Do like your mom did. Be a good mom, be a good wife, follow your dreams, follow your goals, get somebody who supports you along the way. And you support him in his dreams and aspirations. That's how it has to be. The world is so complex nowadays and so fast moving. We have to take on more and more roles, and we can and we will. Sarah and I have a saying that we say a lot. The less we do, the less we want to do. The more we do, the more we realize we can do. What I'm saying is you don't want to lose yourself so much that you forget who you are. because your kids need to see the whole you. They need to see you as a complete person, taking risks, taking chances. They need to see you try something and fail so they can see how you respond to that. Kids don't do what we say. They do what we do. So eventually your child's going to face some sort of hardship, some sort of obstacle, and you're going to tell that child, persist no matter what. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Keep going. And you know what that child's going to do? They're going to look back at your actions to assess how real what you're saying is. They're going to go, is that what you did? Is that what you did? No, you said you were going to go back to school, but didn't. Is that what you did? No, you said you wanted to start a business, but didn't. Is that what you did? No, you said you wanted to get in better shape or join a group or join a fitness club or whatever the thing is that you said you want to do. And you're going to say, don't make the same mistake I did, do better. But kids don't do what we say. They do what we do. So not only should you do it for yourself, you should do it for your kids. You should do it for your husband. You should do it for yourself. You should do it for your relationship and your family. And the beautiful part is there really is no stress in failure because you might fail, but that doesn't matter. The victory isn't in succeeding or failing. The victory is in having the guts to go for it, having the guts to try, having the guts to do something where you genuinely face a risk that you might fail. That's very liberating. I've been going through it for years with this book now, out here putting my heart out, putting my soul out for the world to see and letting people say, that's terrible, that sucks. And letting other people say, that's great, it's motivational, it's inspirational. And then finding that the real liberation is having the guts to do what I wanted to do, having the faith to say what I feel called to say. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be hard. Going back to school is hard. I know. I talk about it in the book. When I went back to x-ray school, Adrian was 2.5 and Cassidy was a newborn. There was a family situation where I had other people living in our house. It was me, Sarah, Cassidy, and Adrian, and me studying for x-ray school, all smashed in one bedroom. It was hard, but life's going to be hard either way. Everything is hard to a degree. Going through school was hard. Trying to make it financially without having that extra education would have also been hard. For Sarah, I've seen her elated with joy that she's actually fulfilling her dream and accomplishing something that she didn't believe she could. And I've also seen her with tears of frustration because it's so hard and so overwhelming at times. It's going to be hard regardless. You know what? The regret of not trying is also hard. You owe yourself more and you owe your family more. So please, ladies, do not lose yourself in these roles of mother and wife. We need you to be fully actualized individuals, not one-dimensional. We need to see all of you. We love you. We respect you. We need you to be all you can be for yourselves and for your families because everything connects. Peace.